In a political landscape often dominated by noise, drama, and clashing personalities, there are moments when one exchange seems to stop the entire country in its tracks. This week, such a moment arrived when Senator John Kennedy of Louisiana squared off against Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, better known as AOC. What unfolded was not just another heated debate, it was a meticulous dismantling, piece by piece, of AOC's arguments that left millions of viewers stunned and asking whether her political career had just taken an irreversible hit. From the very beginning, the atmosphere was electric. The hearing room wasn't just filled with lawmakers, it was filled with tension. On one side, a young progressive figure who has built a national reputation on passion, conviction, and fiery speeches. On the other, a seasoned senator known for his sharp wit, folksy charm, and an ability to cut through political theater with one-liners that sting harder than any speech. As AOC began presenting her case, she leaned into the familiar rhythm her supporters admire, pointing fingers at corporations, warning of systemic inequities, and demanding sweeping change. The cadence was strong, but what came next was stronger. Senator Kennedy, calm and deliberate, began asking simple questions. Questions that, on the surface, seemed harmless, but beneath them was a trap set with precision. "What exactly?" Kennedy asked. "Is your plan to pay for this?" The room fell quiet. Cameras zoomed in. AOC gave her answer, but Kennedy pressed again, this time peeling back another layer. Each response from her opened the door for him to expose contradictions, gaps in policy, and ideas that sounded good in theory but failed under scrutiny. He never raised his voice, never lashed out, he simply let her words unravel themselves. What made this exchange so powerful wasn't just the clash of two ideologies, it was the stark contrast in styles. AOC thrives on momentum, building energy through sweeping declarations. Kennedy thrives on patience, slowing the tempo until the audience can see the cracks. And one by one, those cracks widened. Supporters who tuned in expecting AOC to dominate instead watched as Kennedy calmly, almost surgically, dismantled her arguments. The emotional weight of the moment didn't just fall on the lawmakers in that room. Across the country, Americans watching felt something deeper. For critics of AOC, it was vindication of the sense that at last, someone had stood up and spoken the questions they'd always wanted answered. For her supporters, it was discomfort, even heartbreak, as they witnessed a leader they admire falter under pressure. Politics is often about passion, but on this day, it was about precision, and Kennedy's precision cut deep. But what makes this story resonate even more is the lesson behind it. This wasn't just about two politicians sparring. It was about the importance of preparedness, the power of asking the right questions, and the reminder that fiery rhetoric can inspire, but facts and clarity are what endure. Kennedy's approach showed that sometimes strength isn't about being the loudest voice in the room, it's about being the one who refuses to be shaken, the one who demands substance over spectacle. As the exchange concluded, Kennedy leaned back, unshaken. AOC, though defiant, had no clean resolution to offer. The room wasn't buzzing anymore, it was stunned. The career that once seemed untouchable suddenly looked vulnerable. Political analysts immediately took to the airwaves, describing it as a turning point, a moment when one of Congress's brightest stars dimmed under the spotlight. For viewers at home, the message was clear. Politics, at its best, is not about who can deliver the most emotional speech, it's about who can stand the test of tough questions, who can defend their vision not with slogans but with substance. Senator Kennedy reminded the nation that leaders must be accountable not only to their base but to the truth itself. In the end, whether this truly marks the end of AOC's career remains to be seen. Political comebacks are never impossible, and her loyal supporters will no doubt rally behind her. But what cannot be erased is the moment we all witnessed, the moment when John Kennedy, with calm precision, ended the debate before it even began. And for every American watching, it was a reminder of something greater. Passion can move hearts, but reason, a steady, unflinching reason, can change minds.